Hello, callers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Franck Kessie, as it has been reported that Barca have been offered three swap options by Inter Milan for Franck Kessie, who is also linked to Liverpool and Tottenham. We are also going to be discussing on that. Then, secondly, in this episode, we're talking about Barcelona Ace Abde, who currently plays for Osasuna, and he will be coming back to Barca. Recent reports claim that the Barca youngster have emerged as a priority target for La Liga outfit Real Betis. We are also going to be discussing on that story. So guys, as we get right into the full story, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so. Hit the subscribe button. If you haven't, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. It is well established by this point that Barcelona are actively trying to sell Franck Kessie in the summer, just a year after he joined the club as a free agent. The 26-year-old midfielder did not have the easiest debut seasons in Catalonia, as competition for places in the center of the park meant that most of his appearances came off the bench, but he did make some valuable contributions along the way. However, with generating cash and lowering the wage bill being the need of the hour, Franck Kessie is among the expendable players at Barca, and efforts are being made to, move him at the earliest possible. As was the case back in January, Inter Milan were once again the most strongly interested club in securing Franck Kessie's services. It must be also noted that the 26-year-old has admirers in Premier League in the form of Liverpool and Tottenham. However, according to Sport, Inter are not in a position to spend much money on his signing and are thus again studying the possibility of player swaps with Barca. The report suggests that Barca, for their part, would prefer an outright sale for a minimum fee of 35 million euros. However, the Nerazzurri are not in a position to spend that much amount on his signing and have instead offered multiple swap options to the Catalan Giants. One of the options offered is forward Joaquin Correa, with Barcelona on the lookout for attacking reinforcements as well. The Argentine international has been presented as a candidate to swap Franck Kessie with, but the Catalans have rejected it. The next name that has been put forth is that of Denzel Dumfries. It is no secret that Barca need a new right back, but they do not consider the Dutchman signing, as they believe his profile is too attacking and have thus rejected that option as well. Finally, if no other agreement can be reached, Inter and Barca could turn to Marcelo Brozovic option, something that was heavily discussed during the winter. However, the Croatian is not a priority target right now, with the club focusing on other midfielders, so a deal could be complicated as it stands. Barcelona are hoping that the Premier League clubs Liverpool and Tottenham come up with a sizable offer for Franck Kessie, while the latter are said to be better positioned. The lack of European football on offer could come as a hindrance. The La Liga champions would ideally wish to close Kessie's departure in the next 3 weeks or so. Once Inter Milan's UEFA Champions League final is done, fresh talks are expected to take place where his fate could be decided. Franck Kessie's future remains unstable and very uncertain as Barcelona look to cash in some players in order to solve their financial issues. And of course, what they have emphasized on Franck Kessie's own sale, or let me say potential sale, is that it won't be because of a sporting reason. It's not like Franck Kessie is a flop. He isn't a flop. Franck Kessie is a very good player, but I found it so unfortunate playing in a team where the manager does not see him as a crucial part to his plans. And of course, the sale of Franck Kessie, as Barca emphasized, is for financial motives. So if Barca really want to put him in the market, it's because they really want to balance the books, and they know very well that without doing that, they won't be able to strengthen the squad further. They won't be able to make proper use of the transfer market this summer. So Franck Kessie's future right now still hangs in the balance, as reports always continue to say Inter Milan are the most linked club. They show interest in the former AC Milan striker, and they have been bringing some players for potential swap deal. Barca have rejected two of those players, and it is left with only Marcelo Brozovic that Inter Milan really wants to swap with. The third option that Barca have not rejected, which means Barca are considering if there will be a possibility for that swap. But by the way, Barca's first priority is not to even do any swap. They likely prefer a team should come up with a huge amount for Franck Kessie so that they sell without necessarily swapping for another player. And the price that we are getting is Barca wish to sell him for 35 million euros. For Franck Kessie, that would be a great profit, and of course, it's going to be a great way to end the season. And of course, we know that right now we need a lot of money. We need cash. We need cash. That is why there are certain players that must likely be sold. Players like Eric Garcia, you know, Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres. Those are players that, from the look of things, they are likely to find their way out of the club. Then on to the final story of discussion, with Barcelona looking to generate revenue from player sales this summer. Young star Ace Abde is among the names who could be shown the doors in the coming weeks. The 21-year-old winger spends the 2022-23 season at loan on Osasuna, where he enjoyed a solid spell there. In 34 games, he scored 6 goals and set up 2 more to help his teammates finish 7th and make it to the conference and make it to the finals of the Copa del Rey. Given his exploits, it was initially anticipated that Xavi Hernandez and Barca could decide to integrate the Moroccan ace into the first team squad for next season, especially with players like Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres likely to be sold. However, that is not the case, and the Blaugrana are understood to be open to selling Abde if good offers come in terrain. Amidst all this, AS is reporting that Barca's La Liga rivals Real Betis have made him one of their priority targets for the summer transfer window. Manuel Pellegrini's men are looking to reinforce the squad in multiple positions and have identified Abde as the main target to strengthen the wide areas. Betis recently appointed former Barca technical secretary Ramon Planes as their sporting director. It was Planes who had signed Abde for Barca back in 2021 from Hercules and is now lining up to move for him again to Real Betis. However, the catch is that Los Verdeblancos are only looking to sign Abde on loan, whereas Barca hope to offload him permanently and rake in more than 25 million for his departure. But if no such offers arrive, another loan exit cannot be ruled out, while the option of him staying at the club also remains on the table, especially if Barca do not sign Yannick Carrasco from Atletico Madrid. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.